Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Winston now to throw on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And incomplete here on third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Winston keeps it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Jameis on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is caught. He hits more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 21, 21.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Breeze now on first down. That is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Good set, good set. 11. Under.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
550, 550. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Get set, get set. 21, 21. Over.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And we see Tim Brown there flashing the ability that made him a member of both the College and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Received the gold jacket from the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2015. Brandon, I don't know if you remember this. When he played in the Cotton Bowl, when he was at Notre Dame after he won the Heisman, he was such a marked guy that after a punt return or a catch, can't remember which, one of the Texas A&M players after the tackle, they took his towel out of his pants and ran to the sideline with it like it was a souvenir. You know how competitive Tim Brown is? He jumped up, chased the guy down, tackled him, and snatched the towel back before he went over to the sidelines on Notre Dame's side.
That's fantastic. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ready. Flag 22.
Winston now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get set.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Whitney Merciless. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On third and long, it's Breeze. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Breeze to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up. To the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll throw again. Winston feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
21.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
21.
Now Breeze. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
11. Hey, two. 6 seconds.
Here's Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Under. 21. Ready for check.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
Well, that's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Letty, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Monday. 14. Over.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Get set. 21. 21.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
21. Monday.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back into this game.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out now come the Seahawks. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Baby, I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. I got too much on my mind. You a bougie babe, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. Got 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad that's. I swear, baby, it was just kiss now. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your town. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero that I'll get my baby 30,000. Buy for me.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm keen to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, won't you cop this for me?
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30 now. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. 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 Hey, what's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
For real.
What's up,
Get the
gang?
rest.
Hey, I got that chicken to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your.
Yeah.
Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
That's light.
Limited Louis, that's light.
Too light.
Rape in the city, that's light.
That's light.
LED, look at the lights.
Too light.
We the ones don't like.
Don't like.
But you look too light.
Too light.
Why even play with your life?
Your life.
Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Angry and frisbee.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tate to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Hurts has it left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Throwing is McCann on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. They juked him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady now on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. throwing on first down is Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Like 20! Like 20! Right! Let's go!
On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third and long, it's Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. This will be their first trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. Keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now Brady throwing on second down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Eifert from 19 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Snap comes at 1. McCown flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Jack in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that makes...
And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Terrell Owens, 97 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football. Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. On first down, Brady. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Brady. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first and 10, here's Brady. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Eifert, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on second down. McCown. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... He's got him in. Complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The dangerous Hill now to return. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Brady will sneak it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.